А, вот этот эффект, я не знаю, что из-за HDR? Нет. Видите? 𝙽𝚒𝚒𝚒 мультилут. Да, мультилут. А, из-за блума ебучего. 𝙽𝚑𝚒𝚒𝚒. Что здесь не так? Чё, ничего не понимаю. Так, транспортное отдел. Подожди, что это в час 49? Это в час 49 ночи? Я не заходил уже в час 49 ночи. Реплей. I sleep at the dawn. Не знаю, вот это, наверное. Опа. Поехал.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
He was in the bathtub, and they'd taken one of his fingers.
Ain't you got a case or 5 you gotta be on?
Сейчас ебет, блядь. Дверь закроем. Пусть будет тут один.
Buddy, you dropped something? Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
This guy was willing to rat his own mother after I sweated him.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Ну и чё вот ты свернулась? Вот что, почему?
You kidding? I could save all year and never afford that.
Hey, don't you have a partner you can whine to?
He was in the bathtub, and they'd taken one of his fingers.
Где мой напарник?
I'm busy now. Can
I
I
want to make
ignore you
homicide.
some
I mean,
other
you know
time?
you've made it if you got that desk.
Ugh, sister, I
wanna
was
be
so
rude,
tight
but I
I
ain't got
couldn't
time for
walk.
art.
Poor guy must be going crazy.
Умереть.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Напарник.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Я не внутри отстал. Это нам сейчас? Кстати, я же хотел машины поискать. Ну как хотел? Место уличного преступления. Чё, почему оно помечено? Эта карта огромная, на самом деле. Охуеть, пиздец. А это что? Центральная отделение полиции, я понял. Пойдем на место преступления. Поехали, наверное.
This is 11K. Go ahead with the further.
11K, you're
What took you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth wearing a watch like this. It takes a man to class.
Да не беги ты, придурок.
But we agreed to go 50-50.
LAPD!
Cops! I ain't taking no more than this.
Ёбнутая.
Find some cover!
А, уйди пока. А, нам надо было убить его. Ну, кто знал, извините.
Any in the vicinity, see the man on 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further unit to handle code 3 identified.
Выше бандиты.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth.
LAPD!
Cops, find the gun.
Я-то думаю, их надо задержать, блядь.
Car 11K.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd Neal Street is code 4. Code 4.
Это чё? Лично? Ага. Нам, кстати... Или нам тачки дают за выполненные дела? Вот чё. Тут я не знаю, как к ней попасть. Да сука, ну куда я еду, блядь? Что я? Все под контролем. Подожди, я ж тут был. Какого хуя?
Any central unit, Identified at 829 South Olive. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Я же был. Ну, я знаю про эту тачку. Странно. Может, я все-таки не то сохранение загрузил? Вот еще тачка. Извините, я кривоногий. Да, почему бы не отвалить звуку прямо сейчас? Все? Уебище, блядь. Нихуя себе несемся. Простите. Amateur hour.
You got that safe open yet, or what?
Your girlfriend is looking over my shoulder again. I swear she says one more word.
Honey, it's best if you let him work. Floyd, you better hurry up. That was a hell of a crash we made getting in.
LAPD,
hands up, all of you! Jesus! Jake, Morty, come and blast this cop!
Зачем вы девку взяли с собой?
They're upstairs. Upstairs! This wasn't my idea, mister...
You keep an eye on the girl.
Нахуй вы стреляете в копов? Вы что, глупые, блядь? Мертв? Не спрашивайте ничего, ага?
Give it up, LAPD!
Она тебя вырубила? Что, блядь, с пробитым колесом не покатаешься, да?
Out of the car, lady.
И чё? Все? И? Так, ну она неуправляемая, не хочу. Нас тут, извините меня. Это что? Спрятанный автомобиль. А это не спрятанный автомобиль. Бля. Промышленный район, за? Или как он? Далеко уехали. Угу. Интересно, где это здесь? Ага. Мне кажется, он во дворе. Давайте заедем. Ну, пешком дойдем. Ага, вон он. Ля какой. Да ты шо? Красота. Ну садись. Ты сядешь? Эй, чебурек, блядь. Да. Ну, пока быстро. Так, нет, мы едем не туда. Блять, что делать? Не сильно ли он искрит там? Мы немного сократим. Ебать. Что? Вот эта машинка. Садись. Нам недалеко ехать. Знаешь что? Вези ты меня.
You're behind the wheel.
Интересно, что это за тачка такая.
Now remember, you call the cops and I'll hunt you down. Got me?
Too late, asshole.
God damn it!
Так спряталась бы, что ты руки поднимаешь, отца? А где наша машина?
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Что такое шасси? Там что-то было, полицейский дает клятву защищать граждан. Показывают мне, спасибо. Для Кола, наверное, так удобно в этих. Да. Попал. Ничего, далеко ты не уйдешь. Мы поедем на этом.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
𝙽𝚘𝚒𝚛𝚎 дикая, я просто не понимаю, как ее контролить. Кровавый след длинный. Может, он сразу упал, нет?
I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Чего? Его зарезали? Я не могу поймать, слишком сильная сенса, блядь.
Knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Я сам осмотрю. В коробках наркотики. Нет, здесь нам ничего не нужно. У них еще еда приедет. Ну, свеча, блядь, или бутылка охуенно. Шлепок такой лежит. Тут что это? Непонятная хуйня какая-то. Пачка сигарет, что ли?
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
She's all yours, Detective.
Угу.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective 𝙽𝚒𝚒𝚒. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Так.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Блять, эти.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper.
Да ты охуевший,
I
что
found
ли?
work as an actress and things look pretty difficult.
Да кому ты нужна,
Cough it
блядь?
up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Какие это?
Thank
Да
you.
хуй маленький.
Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, 𝙽𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Ну и?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave?
Чё она орёт постоянно, блядь?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Я говорю, что они друзья, но оказалось как раз наоборот.
The owner.
Очень близки.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Пиздит уёбок.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Угу.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Sorry, pal, that's all I got. Even bartenders run out of gossip.
Ты сел-то, придурок. Ты газету возьмешь? Конченый уёбок, ты возьмешь газету блядскую. Охуеть ты, кретин, блядь. Ладно, похуй. Не хочет он брать газету ебучую. Что ты делаешь?
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later she's got money.
If olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
А где? А вон.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Понял.
take this up with Leroy.
Наконец-то.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Ну, ясно. Так, секунду. Мы тут-то не осмотрели.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Oh. Так. Так. Угу, постанова. А, или нет? О, черт, what the fuck? Да.
Addison has life insurance.
Угу. $2.
We can notify next of kin.
Не жена. Мне шею сломал. Прости так.
What have you got on the victim? From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy.
Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Да.
You know the way. You can drive.
Кафе Уре. Так мы здесь. Погнали тогда в дом Шелтона. Около 6 утра. 7:40 утра. Угу.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Что такое шасси? Можешь кто-нибудь объяснить?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he's killing someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hands behind your head. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Got it.
Okay. You become all hard at the prospect of paperwork, don't you? So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Mm-hmm.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Издит.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Ну вот это.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Lester could be a heel, but that's a lousy way for anyone to go out.
Сколько правильных ответов я чуть не увидел. Я смотрю здесь, вы не против? Ага.
Not much help.
Нигер стоит. Ma'am?
You can only feel sorry for someone for so long before you begin to despise them.
What do you think? The autopsy result might have come back. Call in.
Я хуй, если у него рана в груди. Наживаем. Лошадь.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
You know, I don't really feel like talking to you right now.
Yeah.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
В морг куда?
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
В натуре.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Oxymoron
Yeah.
for you.
Нихуя себе оксюморон. У них честные копы в 40-х годах. Это что-то из ряда вон.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week. You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
Его да, у него ножевое
The victim was
ранение.
dead before the car hit him.
Damn.
2 puncture wounds to the right
Я
side
так и
of the
знал.
thorax. Second puncture reached his heart. You're kidding me. Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes. He was stabbed to death? Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet. We found a knife in the alleyway. Where is it now? Was it bagged? By Patrolman Kaplan. Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder one. We were right there and they tried to stare us down.
Ну, очевидно
Now
же,
they'll both
блядь.
get the gas chamber.
Ебать,
We have
нихуя
the
себе
knife, we have the
адвоката.
coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Мне кажется, они уже съебались.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Да, их уже нет.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart.
All that whispering in my ear telling me how he had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
you
with it.
You think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Гениально. А где труп? Ты же не будешь отстреливаться, да? Понял. Да стой ты, еблан, я тебя догоняю.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
You stay back. I'll ice this one, I don't care.
Put the weapon down now.
Help me.
Ну ты кретин, блядь.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
А что он там делает? Мы же его не там застрелили даже.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective.
Сейчас бы мы посадили этого, да? Пацана. За убийство. Но его, скорее всего, посадят за... А, нет, он же умер до того. Бля. Еще один визит в кафе Уре, и вы бы узнали, что Лерой готов на все, лишь бы избежать тюрьмы. Ну, знаешь, это такое. A slip of the tongue. Прокол. Я бы... по-другому это назвал, в общем. Ой, секунду. Так.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Ты чё, придурок?
You have your assignment, detective. Best be about it.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
Нихуя
I'm sure
ты.
she'd agree with you.
Кстати, чё...
Passionate romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word.
Почему мы что-то про жену давно его не слышали? Здесь чисто детективная история, как я понял. Но это больше не спрятанная тачка. Она там просто будет стоять теперь и все. Вот спрятанная тачка. Ну где ты, блядь?
Calling her the Dahlia. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
О, мы про орхидею. До орхидеи уже добрались.
You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Or terrible enough being murdered like that without having to get strewn all over the front sheet.
Так, это не здесь, наверное, да, с другой стороны. Нихуя себе. Это машинка. Так, ты можешь съебаться, пожалуйста, сюда? Я хочу сделать скриншот. Блять, Фелпс! Блин, я не знаю, как... Стать грамотнее не получается. «95 здесь тачек. Там Голливуд уже. Кстати, а что по костюмам есть новые? Да, какие-то есть. Из винтовок и пистолетов. Это был. Ага. Сука!
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember.
Да почему это машина? У нас была быстрая тачка.
Requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Что такое шасси, блядь?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Что? Нихуя себе он боком, блядь, завалил.
Maybe that was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets
Out of the car now.
I'll call it in.
Why did you run from us? I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Сейчас январь? А, нет, 1 ноября. Так, модель Манхэттен. 2400 баксов всего. Охуеть, 47-й год.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
Он не врет.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Так. Ну все вроде корректно. Регистрировано.
It's top notch. This will need to be traced.
Making silly. Что это значит? Ой, что ты делаешь? А, ну все, тут не подписано ничего.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Чё-то ты, кажется, врешь, может быть.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
Wacky-backy?
One reefer.
We'll let it slide.
Wacky-backy? Wacky-backy. Urban Dictionary. Блять, это что так мелко-то? Вообще непонятно. Сленговый термин марихуаны. Ваки-баки. Прикольно.
You're in enough trouble. We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Чего арестовывают-то?
Do you know who my father is?
Зачем его арестовали-то, блять, он же невиновен, по сути. У него есть документы. Автомобиль он не угнал. Нужно просто было его в тачку посадить и все.
What? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it.
Wacky-backy.
You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you were fast.
Да-да. Простите.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Fraser, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy?
Да, я не против.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
Так. 47-й. Манхэттен, 2400. Ну...
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit at least.
А может это просто другой автомобиль? У меня палец по стиксу. Джин Арчер. А там кто был?
Gene Archer. 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Так. Угу. Упс.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette.
А, это женщина?
25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Сейчас мне чуть в глаз попало. Ой, ой.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Угу. 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 Сейчас я глаз почешу, и тебе пизда.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
Пятницу.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Cole Phelps.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
1247. Badge 1247.
Detective.
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks.
Ты поведешь, слышишь? Ладно, я поведу.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Почему ни одного преступления нет?
Any Central unit of 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower, unit to ammo code 3, identify.
Далеко? Бля, ну я только оттуда.
Center Unit of 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower, Unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, your 415 is at the Alico station at Wilshire and Flower.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD.
He went that way.
Put your hands in the air. Don't make me chase you.
Только не на крышу, только не на крышу, только не на крышу. Блядский
I don't
урод.
understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
Прыгай.
Farewell, cruel world.
Да.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Detectives, Belasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Guy gave his wife a
Я прослушал все.
Guy gave his wife a tap. Say all's fair in
Crummy
love and
bastard.
war.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Ну,
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
хм.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Jean Archer.
Окей.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Блять.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay, okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Okay.
Come on, Velasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate.
2 из 4.
See you in 10 years when you get out.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Неплохо. Вот это хелпа.
Your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my staff.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. Quite a lot of money.
What is...
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Black and white на патрульной.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen.
Сейчас приду, не могу, блядь, что-то плохо. Так. Погнали.
Miss Archer, there won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Calm down, Gene. Just tell me why you sold the car.
You're sweet. You really are. But just get the fuck out of my way.
Угу.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Я не говорил Джеймс. Вот это или вот это?
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, Well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
Вопрос-то. Что за вопрос?
Help me out here, Gene.
I can help you out. How about the Catholic solution? Nice boy like you would have never tried that. Let me go and you can do it to me. How about it, huh? Any working girl will charge a C-note for that.
As much as that? Sounds on the high side to me, Cole. The car's outside.
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
I just wish he'd hurry up and propose already. Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Help me out.
Try the marquee printing place? No harm in following the paper trail.
Полиция, блядь. Опять
Used to
этот мост.
getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of your question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead.
Рыжих скоро не останется,
You
блядь.
know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Такая, ага. Здесь нет нихуя?
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
Ну тогда погнали. Марки. Полиция, блядь, с дороги.
All units, officers help. Major 415.
Бля.
West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Я думал, успею проскочить. Сука, это у меня? Ты куда, колесико? Нет. Бля, упала. Вообще-то у нас вызов, блядь. Куда ты едешь? Ты чё, блядь?
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street.
Finally! We're starting to think nobody would show.
What have we got?
The 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl at each other. But no bloodshed so far. Shit! Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
LSPD, drop your weapon.
Да вы чё, ебанутые? Почему вы все ходили на тот свет, блядь?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Стреляй! О!
God damn it, here's some more.
Вау.
Car 11K, calling K.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 on the Major 415 on West 3rd Street. Suspects are down.
Ты поведешь.
You're behind the wheel.
Марки.
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
Добрый день.
Sorry, pal. I'm busy.
Я вижу.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
А что я могу осмотреться? Что ты за мной ходишь?
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Вперед.
You sure about that, Mr. Lightfall? You sure you've never heard of them?
Are you making an accusation, young man? Do you have any kind of proof? My word is
Да
my
ладно, а
bond.
как?
Character is in short supply these days. You could do with gaining a little.
Чё за хуйня?
Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Чё ты долбоёб?
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Чё схуяли от незаконно, ты дурак, блядь?
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Да, я знаю. Блядь, надпись бы убрать эту. Джеймс Мак. Вот письмо, блядь. Нашел. Или нет. Ну вот.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
Да, видимо, да.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Ой.
I'm at a loss.
I say it's time to bust open the warehouse.
На склад. Мне кажется, мы у финиша.
call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
I think so. Let's go.
Throw out the guns.
You're covered, sir.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on him.
You're too exposed.
Stay down.
I'm out of here.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
By Thompson?
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Mikowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Ты бросил, подними. Ага. Можно выйти.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
Пиздит. Я не знаю, что им предъявить, блядь, я запутался.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy, I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquis. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
Да чё?
For a car thief, he plunges big at the track.
Every dime he gets. Can't help himself.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
I've got friends that work at the exam. How about
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. You know the way. You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
Ну да серьезно.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong, that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightfall, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Так, секунду.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills, where we find Rochester tidying up Jack's death.
Here's something the boss must have mislaid. It's a letter from the doctor who examined him, and it isn't open.
Кстати, что у нас? Ой. Ой.
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
Кто-то сломал, по-моему. Ага. Ага. Нахуй я полез, блядь. Нахуя я полез?